All right, here we are about halfway through 2007. Got a big announcement here for the game that I've been doing here, going all the way back to 1993. I've been playing out every game, so it's taken a long time. I don't know, close to a year, maybe longer, many months for sure. Maybe not quite a year. I don't know, but I'd have to go back and look. But it's been fun. It's been a good hobby. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. So, give you some more reasoning here. Uh, right now, our staff is we got Joe Torre, the manager. I like what he's been doing here. We won the World Series in 2006 last year, and it's just I'd like to move it along quicker. I'd like to keep getting into the mid 2000s or see how far we can go. What I did though, so I might not get that far because what I did is I clicked can be fired. So I can be fired. Oh, let's do it right now. Actually, I meant to. I thought I did. Cannot be fired is unchecked. So I can be fired. What I did for sure click is enabling owner goals. So now I haven't gotten the update from the owner, but now it's realistic. I'm truly a GM. I'm not like managing the games, which is what I was doing, deciding who's going to start, when we steal, when we bunt, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not doing that anymore. Now I'm just the general manager. Joe Torre does a great job. Turning it over to him. Now, granted, he does some things that I don't really agree with, but that's how it happens if you're the GM, right? For example, while it looks like now he is leading off Sullivan, I guess that's a little better. But when I look at OPS plus, you want your now. How would he know this back in the '90s? Because they didn't know this, or well, not '90s now, but 2007. Game started in the '90s. How would he know this back then? They didn't have the sabermetrics that they have today, which says you want your leadoff guy as one of your higher OPS players. So like I was going too low. I mean, he's a high contact guy. He still can steal. He's still pretty quick. I mean, maybe he's not fast, but he can steal. So anyway, they just Torrey likes speed. I mean, Sullivan's fast. He's a lefty, but he doesn't have like a great eye. It's a little below average. Doesn't make great contact. He is hitting 353, so maybe that's the thing. These good managers, maybe they see something that you don't see, right? As a GM, or that your scouts don't see, or whatever. The guy's getting it done. Sullivan's getting on base over a 400 on base percentage, but still, he's further down than all these guys in OPS. But anyway, that's something I'm just gonna have to turn over to him and accept what he does. I can and I have recommended, like you can go in and suggest, like James here. I like him in left field, so I've gone in to set game strategy, and I've said suggest position left field. It's up to Tori if he listens to me or not. Um, but I like that. So then Sullivan is in center, and we got Seth Smith, who's been doing well in right. However, now he's below 100, so he's below average OPS park adjusted. He's still better than Phillips though, so that's our best lineup that we can have out there. So anyway, the goal of this is now I have owners goals enabled, so I'm going to have to balance that a little bit. I'm still going to try to win World Series, but sometimes those owner goals get in the way. Like for example, I think my owner here, let's check him out. I think he values profit. I never even looked at this stuff before because it was just I was basically the owner, GM, and the manager. But yeah, priority profit. So I don't know if we're going to have as big of a budget or whatever, because that's gone way up once we started winning. Like this year, we were able to sign Albert Pujols in the offseason. If you've been following the videos, he is 76. Maybe we'll get another owner soon, but that's tossing in another element. So it's going to be more of a GM type deal. I'm going to sim the games quicker. I'm not going to go into the games. I'm not going to enter them. We're just going to sim. We're going to keep an eye on how things are going, and I could get fired too. So that's kind of the goal. Is let's see if we can keep being a dynasty, or I guess start being a dynasty. We just won it last year for the first time, but we've been pretty decent lately. So can we build a dynasty? Can I be a good GM, not just manage the games well? And that's how it's going to go from now on out. So we're switching it up after what, 93 to 2007, 14 years of doing every single game. So I did cheat. I already did 2 of them. So I did this loss and this win. I just went in and simmed it. So then I wanted to jump in and record it here. So that's where we're at now. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of like keep an eye on transactions and stuff here. As you can see, here's all the transactions. I just want to see if there's any big names or whatever moving around. Keep an eye on my team, how they're doing. I think we got Carl Everett coming back soon from an injury. And then we're just going to like sim it one by one. Maybe once in a while, check out a box score or something. So we'll go up to the All-Star break like we normally do in these sims. But here we go. Here's the next game. It's just loading. Sometimes takes a little while to do that. But we won 5-1. We're playing the Cubs now. We just won the Toronto series. They're a solid team. Cubs, we got 3 games. Then we got Houston, New York, Philadelphia, then the All-Star break. So we'll see who makes the All-Star break. So 5-1 win. What I like to do instead of going, I mean, it's fun to look at the box scores now and then, but again, in this sim, I'm going to try to move through it kind of quicker. So great job, Weaver. It's good to see him do well. Maybe it's because I'm not managing it anymore. But what I like to do here is just go to pitching staff because that's so imperative when you're the Rockies. And I just glance at like, did their ERA go up or down? Because I'm curious how the starters are doing. But look at Levi Frary. He has a .36 ERA in 25 innings pitched, giving up 1 earned run. ERA plus adjusted is 1,000. I mean, there's no way that he can continue that. That's unbelievable. But see, they're using him as kind of a middle relief guy. I was using him as more of a setup guy to go to Hughes, the closer. But again, that's up to Torrey now. I gotta turn that over and give it up. But our pen is actually looking really good. Grube, see, they got used more often for him, and he's got the worst ERA by far in the bullpen. So whatever, I guess that's how they're going to do it. He was a starter earlier in the year, moved him to the pen. Anyway, let's keep rolling. So we won game 1 at Chicago. Here's Nye, 5.59 ERA. Picked him up, I believe, on waivers not too long ago. 5.04. He went down and we won 2-1. So great pitching. We're going for the sweep now against the Cubs. Here's Justin Miller now starting. His ERA goes down. We get a shutout. Maybe it's the best thing I could have done. Turn it over to Joe Torre. So now we got Houston. And now and then I like to see if here is my scout saying, here's Houston. Let's check them out. Okay, what is this? This is LA. Oh, this is way down. I'm like, A-Rod's not on Houston. We got to go to the top here. Here we go. Here's Houston. Berkman, Pence, just kind of look at some of their better players here. Musina going against Norris. Musina had a pretty good outing last time. Here's the power rankings. We're 5th. Where's Chicago? They're 7th. Just swept them. Houston, where are they? They're 3rd. Wow. Okay. So we're facing some good competition here. So let's keep rolling here. Doubleheader. 47 and 30. Can we get to 49? We can. Wow. Look at how we're pitching. 7-1, 3-1. So it looks like it's a 4-game series. Keep an eye on anything important here. I do like to keep an eye, like I said, on the transactions. Here's Ruben Rivera at 33, re-signed by the Yankees. Released Jake Peavy. He just hasn't been great in this game, like in real life. He was an all-star back in 2002. He had a good year then. But like since then, I mean, just downhill. 6.50 ERA. He just hasn't been good. He started off pretty decent. Yeah, really good in 2018 game winner. And again, he was an all-star then. And what was it, 02? Yep, 02, 11 and 11, but a 3.02 ERA. So anyway, not surprising they released him. He's still only 26, but he's just not that good anymore. Let's keep rolling here. Playing Houston again. Finally a loss after the doubleheader sweep. Next game, we get the win 3-2. So here we go. Okay, now we're going to see the owner's goals, and we'll look at some improvements or not improvements, but got worse. People that have improved or people that have gotten worse. Casimir gotten better, like it. He is right now in the pen. I don't think they're starting him. Where's he at? Yeah, he's in the pen. Long relief. I mean, see, that's another thing. I'd probably start him. Get one of these righties in the pen. We got 3 lefties. We don't need that. He's a long relief guy despite having a very good ERA. But again, whatever. That's up to Joe Torre. Let's see any other guys that are standing out here. Crockett, good young pitcher for me. Nick's good young player. There's Pujols getting a little worse. Not a surprise because maybe my scout had him overrated. I mean, he was 70, We might have just not been that accurate with him. He's still real solid, of course. But, we got him for a long-term deal here. We got him for, 8 more years till he's 34. Then he can opt out. Hopefully he's going to be worth that big money the whole time, but I don't like seeing that he's gotten a little worse, or we just maybe weren't accurate on him. Tulo, about the same. James, getting a little worse. He's 32. And then some minor leaguers getting better, except for JP Gagne or Gagne. Let's check out the owner goals. And we got a top 100 prospect list coming out. What's he say? Thank you. Here's to another 15. Okay. What is this? There's nothing here. So maybe I got to wait until, nothing here. I got to wait until maybe the next season or whatever. So it's given me a heads up that these guys are all in the last year of their contract. So I'll go back to that. And then I think we'll just sim it out to the All-Star break. Here's the top 100. There's Kershaw with the Dodgers, James Cooper, the Yanks, Jordan Zimmerman. Let's check out the top systems report, see where we stand. Ooh, I don't see us yet in the top 17 so far. Yankees are first. Some guys I haven't really heard of here. Dodgers second. But that's a cool thing about the game. It factors in development. So you might have guys, that's where we are, 30th with no top 100s. How did that happen? We had Dexter Fowler not too long ago. What happened to him? He was a top prospect. I don't think I have. Do I have it at these guys can trade him away or something? Here's budgets. It's not me. Maybe did he just fall way out somehow? He was up there. I don't know if he was 30th or something, but we gotta investigate this. Let's go to our player list. Let's go to minor leagues here. Here we go. Minor leagues. Here's everybody. Okay. So this is all pitchers. Let's go to all batters, of course. And find F, Fowler. Here he is. He's in Double-A. He's hitting, he's doing all right. I don't know what happened. He's just not ranked anymore. That's bizarre. He just moved way out. And the rest of our guys are kind of fell down too. I think Sullivan was a top 100, but he was close. So he's 1-63, I guess now. But to not even see Fowler on here, I don't know. I don't know if that's a game glitch. I did just update to out of the park 24. Maybe it is, but it is what it is. I'm not going to make that assumption. Just got to think, Fowler is underrated now because I think he's still pretty good, and he's not even considered in my top 4 guys. That can't have anything to do with me simming the games now instead. So maybe it's out of the park 24. I'm not sure. Maybe it's something with the owner goals or something. I don't know. But let's finish this out. So I'm just gonna sim up to the All-Star break. Looks like we lost 2-1 there. We're just gonna go to All-Star teams announced. We can get a look at the standings. Dodgers and Yankees doing well. Astros, of course, doing well. Nationals in first, Tigers in first, Angels at below 500 in first in the AL West. So taking a minute here. There were some scores. I saw it said we just recently lost there to the Phillies. Since it's loading here, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and then we'll re-enter. Okay, here we are. Looks like all-star teams are announced. We won our last game 8-5. So we're still, and we won 8-4 before that. We're still 4.5. We're still in second. We're 4.5 out, but we are in first in the wild card above the Diamondbacks, 3.5 above them. Pujols still the best third baseman in the game. That's good to see. Let's check things out. So here are the all-star rosters. Joba Chamberlain with New York having a good year. Fraser at Detroit, Greinke. He's he's real high ratings according to my scout in this game. Yeah, a lot of Yankees there. St. Pierre, Chamberlain, two out of the pitchers though, out of their starters. It's pretty good. Who else we got here? More Yankees. There's Cano and Jeter, Mitch Jones. So Yankees really standing out. Not a surprise. They are in first right now. Detroit's got a couple guys here. We got Everett's there, another guy. We got Hideki Matsui playing first base, 70 contact according to my scout. Wow, hitting 321, 382 on base. There's Cano. They got him at short, or I mean Jeter, I guess, plays short, but he's listed as a shortstop. That's interesting. He's playing second. It's got him listed as a second baseman, but oh, it's because Jeter's out. Look at that. Torn meniscus out for 5 months. So Cano coming in to shortstop apparently for that. More Detroit Tigers, Cleveland with a decent amount of guys here too. A couple guys there. Let's see what we got for the Rockies. There's Joe Weaver making it. Wow, that's a shock because he's got a terrible ERA, 5.58. But we got a pitcher that made it. There's Mike Hughes, not doing great as of late, but started off the year real well. He's a 4.34 ERA now. There's Ionetta made it. I mean, we should have a lot of guys. There's Helton made it. I think Pujols has to have made it, doesn't he? There he is, Pujols making it. There's Tulo up there making it with A-Rod. Continues to make the All-Star game. Brandon James making it again. So several, what is that, 5 for us? Bunch of All-Stars for us. Yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm going to keep simming this thing out. I'll jump in at the end of the season. You'll be able to see if we're in the hunt or not, give you the recap, but I'm just going to kind of keep simming things out this way. Hopefully we'll have some new owner goals. We can go over those next time as well. And again, strange here with our prospects and Fowler going down so much. So maybe that'll change. Here's our top prospects listing more of them. Where's he at? He's there. He's like 7th or something. So I guess it's not that crazy, but he's having a good year. That's what's weird. Like he's hitting well. He's hitting well. And his ratings aren't bad by any means. I mean, they're not great, but this is about what he's been at according to my scout, and he's always been fast. So I guess he just dropped. I guess it happens. You know, it does happen, but it's strange when it drops and your stats are good, like you're still hitting well and you go way down. So I don't know what happened there, but I think he's still valuable. Maybe he'll jump back up there. Maybe we'll get some top 100s. We don't have any now though, but we do have a lot of money for extensions and free agents. So that's going to be something coming up as well. Got to decide if we want any of these guys back. Weaver, I was not thinking of it. He did make the All-Star game. So I think that makes him more popular. He is extremely popular. He was a good reliever for us. In 2004 there, he was a reliever, 63 innings. Last year he started. He started, he did great in walks per 9. That led the league at 1.3 and a 4.39. That is good for especially at Coors Field, but look at how much better he was as a reliever these couple years in a row. Had a couple rough years, but he was young, just coming up. And then he was solid. And then we put him as a starter, and he's gotten a little worse. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll re-sign him or not. Probably not Nye. I mean, he's 34, although he's 4.46 ERA, not bad for 1.8 mil. That's not bad. We'll see if he can keep it up. Not Uribe. He just hasn't really materialized. And then these guys are minor leaguers. Lundberg is up, but well, he's in AAA now. That's right. He came up and he got rocked. He's down in AAA. So this guy is only asking for a minor league contract. So we're going to extend him or see if he will. We'll offer it to him. And you know what? We're going to go to real quick here personnel and these guys that are signed through 2007. We're going to go ahead and extend all them. You know, we're rolling. We just won the World Series. I mean, I basically want all these guys back unless there's reason not to. Bench coach Adam Thompson, great at all this stuff. I'd love to keep extending him. Hopefully I'm allowed to. Oh, see, so your manager has control over hiring a bench coach. So that's the thing. If you hire a guy like Torrey and he wants to control, then he's going to do it. So I don't know if he's going to want Thompson back. I think Thompson's a good guy to have, but well, he's definitely a good guy to have. You saw how he teaches. That's developing guys. So I'm guessing it's the same for a third. No, we can ask the third base coach back. So I like how outstanding at teaching this stuff. We got to have him on staff. That's really the main thing for me. I want guys on staff that are going to develop the players. But there is the element of staff cohesion as far as like personalities. Do you work well with? Do you struggle with? So, you know, I'm guessing that's what the managers are maybe more concerned with. I don't know. I don't care that much about it, except that does help the coaches be at their best if they have good cohesion, and then they get more out of the players. So let's see who else we got. It's AAA pitching coach. He's good at things that aren't pitching. He's average at pitching. I might try to get somebody else there. I think we can maybe get somebody better. Let's see who else. Pitching coach in single A. So he's average. You know, I think we can maybe get a decent guy based on my experience. Decent is better than average in this game. Here's Justin Farnsworth, our hitting coach. He's good at teaching hitting, average at mechanics. We'll go ahead and extend him. And who else we got here? We got our Modesto manager, Enrique. I like development. He's decent at development. I think we'll settle for that for our single A. We'll extend him. They've been a pretty decent team for us as well. And here we go in the rookie league, pitching and hitting coach. Let's see where they're at. Average at teaching pitching, average mechanics. Yeah, I guess so. It's hard to get a better guy at that level. So we're going to do that. Here's our hitting coach, Frank Wood. All right, he's decent. I like that. Decent and average. So we'll extend him. And then finally, we got our low-level rookie. Nobody there. They're all signed through 2007 for sure. So, all right. I like where we're at here, except for Adam Thompson. I'd like him back. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.